तो हेलो स्टूडेंट्स। आज हम लोग काफी अच्छे इंस्टीट्यूट के बारे में बात करने वाले हैं, दैट इज माइका। माइका एक्चुअली मुद्रा इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ कम्युनिकेशन अहमदाबाद, बट अब इसका नाम ये नहीं है, ठीक है। एक्चुअली जब माइका 1991 में स्टैब्लिश किया गया था, तब मुद्रा फाउंडेशन के थ्रू, तो तब इसका नाम का जो फुल फॉर्म था माइका का, देन दैट वाज द मुद्रा इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ कम्युनिकेशन अहमदाबाद, लेकिन नाउ इटसेल्फ इज अ माइका। ठीक है, तो आज हम लोग माइका के बारे में डिस्कस करने वाले हैं। क्या उसका एग्जाम पैटर्न होता है, क्या क्या उसका सिलेक्शन प्रोसेस होता है, आपको कौन कौन से एग्जाम्स देने होंगे, और आपका जो ग्रुप एक्सरसाइज एंड पीआई जो रहता है, उनके बारे में पूरा मतलब डिस्कस करने वाले हैं हम लोग निहित के साथ में। यस, हाय निहित।
हेलो मैम।
हाँ, तो निहित के बारे में मैं थोड़ा सा इंट्रोडक्शन दूंगी। ही वॉज वन ऑफ माई स्टूडेंट, वन ऑफ माई फेवरेट स्टूडेंट एक्चुअली। इन 2020 he secured 98.65 percentile in CAT and 99.66 percentile in SNAP and 251 marks in NMED. तो बेसिकली एंड कल ही इनका रिजल्ट आया है, एंड ही सिक्योर्ड द एडमिशन इन SIBM पुणे एंड NMIMS मुंबई एज वेल। अभी वी आर वेटिंग फॉर द माइकेट। ठीक है, तो माइका का इन्होंने इंटरव्यू दे चुके हैं, तो वी आर वेटिंग फॉर द रिजल्ट। ओके निहित, तो लेट्स स्टार्ट कि माइका का प्रोसेस क्या रहता है स्टेप बाय स्टेप, कि स्टूडेंट्स को कौन कौन से एग्जाम से होके जाना होगा, और कौन कौन से एग्जाम उसके लिए इंपॉर्टेंट है। यस प्लीज।
Sure. So MICA is an institution which is not like a conventional Indian B school. It is a communication school. So it is focusing a lot on the different aspects of marketing and advertising and media. And so to talk about the process, जो उनका एग्जाम होता है माईकैट, सबसे पहले तो स्टेप बाय स्टेप प्रोसेस है। स्टेप वन ये है कि कैट जैट या जीमैट में से कोई भी एक एग्जाम मिनिमम स्टूडेंट्स को अपीयर करना पड़ता है। And you can appear for CAT and ZAT both as well. You can submit both of your scores of CAT and ZAT, and then MICA will decide which score do they want to take. उसके बाद आता है माईकैट, माइका एडमिशन टेस्ट। साल में 2 बार होता है, माईकैट 1 एंड माईकैट 2। अराउंड 1-2 महीने के गैप में माईकैट होता है। एंड माइका इज अ 2 hour 45 minutes एग्जाम which has 3 sections. Section A, which is psychometric test, which is a qualifier. Section B is descriptive test, for which you are given 30 minutes. And section C, which is an aptitude test, which is resembling to the format of somewhat all the other B schools aptitude test. And it has 4 sections: divergent and convergent thinking, verbal ability, QA and DI, quantitative ability and data interpretation, and general awareness. And so last year, because of the pandemic, the exam was cut down for half an hour and it was taken in 2 hour 15 minutes. The normal standard procedure for MICA's aptitude test is that section A and section B do not have a score, versus section C, which is an aptitude. 2019 mein it had a total marks of 105 and a total time for 105 minutes, versus 2020 mein we had 80 minutes to answer 80 questions in total. Section C, which is aptitude, it has negative marking, so +1 for correct answer and minus 0.25 for an incorrect answer.
Okay. So Nihit, basically 2 hours 15 minutes in 2020. So we can't say कि 2021 में भी यही 2 hours 15 minutes रहने वाला है. I think they have not decided कि 2021 में भी यही रहेगा या फिर 2019 को follow करने वाले हैं, right?
Right. We cannot comment upon that. So we will have to wait for the institution to.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So as you said, first section is psychometric test. तो इन तीनों का okay. There is any sectional cutoff for psychometric test and descriptive and then section C?
So as I mentioned, section A and section B में तो marks जैसा कोई format ही नहीं है, but section A is qualifier. So for you to qualify for their group exercise and personal interview, psychometric test clear करना compulsory है. And psychometric test के 150 में से 150 you have to answer all the questions compulsorily. So वो एक constraint है that you have to answer all the questions. Section B में they do not release the marks. It is although considered as a 70 marks descriptive test for which they are giving you 30 minutes, but they are not releasing the result for the same. You only get to know whether you have cleared the descriptive test or not when you receive a call from Mike.
ओके सो इम्पोर्टेंट पॉइंट इज साइकोमेट्रिक टेस्ट में कोई भी क्वेश्चन हमें मतलब छोड़ना नहीं है, बिकॉज स्टूडेंट्स को ऐसा मतलब बिकॉज इट्स अ साइकोमेट्रिक टेस्ट, तो मतलब ऐसे नहीं। और आई थिंक निहित करेक्ट मी इफ आई एम रॉन्ग कि कांट से जो आंसर मतलब ऑप्शन होता है उसमें, तो कांट से हमें मतलब टिक नहीं करना चाहिए जनरली, बिकॉज इधर यस और नो, कांट से मतलब इट्स अ मतलब डिप्लोमेटिक आंसर।
So what I would say, because this is a personality test, this has nothing to do with what is the ideal answer for any particular question, because some questions will be based on behavioral traits. Let's say there might be a question, to give you an example, ऐसा भी question हो सकता है कि आप किसी कंपनी के टीम मैनेजर हो, और अगर आप मैनेजर हो तो आपको टीम में काम करना अच्छा लगता है, आपकी टीम स्किल्स कैसी है, तो मतलब ऐसा है कि आपकी टीम स्किल्स अच्छी है, देन यू हैव टू चूज के डू यू स्ट्रांगली अग्री विथ इट, डू यू नॉट अग्री विथ इट, आर यू न्यूट्रल एट इट. सो बेस्ड ऑन व्हाट अ स्टूडेंट हु इज अपीयरिंग फॉर द एग्जाम, उसको जो रेलेवेंट लगता है वो ही उसे ऑप्शन चूज करना चाहिए. आई वुड से डोंट बी डिप्लोमैटिक. whichever you feel is the perfect answer for your representation or your opinion, you can choose it. There are no perfect answers in this, and they are not trying to judge your ethics or skills based on this. They are just trying to verify whether you are psychometrically clear or not, and you fulfill that requirement. So just be who you are and just don't overthink about it, क्योंकि 150 questions है, 30 minutes है, calculatively we only have very much lesser time for each question. So that is why they have given it like this, के don't waste a lot of time, just pick the first option or the option that you find which is very relevant to your personality.
Yes, definitely, because many times student think like diplomatic answer दे देते हैं, तो ये exactly it's a psychometric test, not the like your behavioral checking, not the ethics and all. Okay, and next section is descriptive, because it's a very very challenging section. Descriptive, yes. What would you want to see?
Okay, so descriptive section is one of the most challenging part of MyCat exam, because there are only 30 minutes given and you have to answer 4 questions. And so if I talk about the first 3 questions, they are based on one statement or a topic that is given. Now, particularly for first 3 questions, let's say last year in MyCat 1 2020, we were given the topic which is mentioned here. Since time cannot be stored, time saved is time wasted. Now, this is a very abstract topic, and on which for the first question, which is of 10 marks, हमको 3 points लिखने थे उसके favor में. For 3 points we had to write for it. Then in the second question we had to write 3 points against it, which was also for 10 marks. And then third question mein, it was a suggestion based or a management based question, which was for 20 marks. So for the exact same sentence, we had to write how can managers make sure that time is not wasted. So that was that type of a question. And the only thing that students need to take care of in this is that the points that they are writing are very exclusive of each other. So they don't have to, you cannot write the same point again and again. Please make sure that with whichever point you are writing, it's new and unique, and they are not they are not similar points. Okay.
हाँ, मीन्स वही जैसे अपने ग्रेजुएशन में एक ही सेंटेंस को मोल्ड करके बार बार लिख देना, तो वो नहीं होना है, यहाँ पे क्रिएटिविटी चेक होगी. यस, डेफिनेटली. एंड MyCat 1 2019 टॉपिक वाज द लेजीनेस, हाउ इट कैन बी बेनिफिट सोसाइटी. एंड इसमें भी सेम ही था, लाइक अगर आपके 4 क्वेश्चंस है तो एक बार 4 में, देन अगेंस्ट में. ओके, एंड देन दिस इज अ स्टोरी बेस्ड, राइट?
Yeah, so now this is the last question of descriptive test, which is of 30 marks, and it has this format that students will be given 4 unrelated pictures, and then from that they have to create a sequence and they have to create a story out of it. So this is something which a lot of students find challenging because they do not have writing practice, and they do not have a lot of indulgence in writing stories when they are preparing for these competitive exams. So this is exactly where Micah will test you that we are giving you very limited time. You have to brainstorm, you have to connect these dots, and you have to come up with a story. And this is something that I think which is very important for students to prepare for. So other sections can maybe students don't need to prepare, क्योंकि quant and verbal basically काफी सारा similar होता है, but ये एक नई चीज है जिसके लिए हमें प्रैक्टिस करनी पड़ेगी. सो लास्ट ईयर ये था कि जैसे आप स्क्रीन पे देख रहे हैं, जो 4 इमेजेस थी उनका डिस्क्रिप्शन दिया है. सो इस टाइप की इमेजेस थी, एंड हमें एक क्रिएटिव स्टोरी लेके आनी है. So how they judge this story, from what I know, they judge it based on the structure of the story. So the story should have a very good or very well formed structure. Plus थोड़ा grammar के basis पे आपकी language देखते हैं. Plus आपकी creativity is something that they look at. So आपकी story coherent है या आपने ऐसे ही 4 points mix करके कुछ बना दिया है. So please do make sure that whatever story you are writing, it has a connectivity throughout the story. So yeah, this is something that I would recommend a lot of students that they should start preparing for it a month back of the exam.
Okay, so now we will talk on the section number C. So section C comprises 4 parts, right? Yes. Correct. First is divergent and convergent thinking. What is it? Students get doubts
okay.
there.
Okay. So as big as the title of the section sounds, divergent and convergent thinking is the easiest section out of all the 4 sections of the aptitude, because whichever basic puzzle solving that goes there, and then there are questions based on visual reasoning. So odd one out, analogy, series. So these are like very basic level question, but they still test you on your decision making or problem solving skills. And some part of the section you will feel that you are solving puzzles. So just have that eye for puzzles. And other than that, there are questions based on data sufficiency, family trees, arrangement, word association, and some 1 or 2 questions on statement assumption as well. But on an average, this is a very scoring section. So if you practice good in this, out of 30 questions, I guess there are so many students who attempt all 30 and they get a very good score of 20 plus. So this is a scoring section, yes.
Okay. So next section is verbal.
Okay. So this is one section which some students will feel that you know I am not good at verbal, so how do I score it? But let me tell you, इसके verbal का format CAT के verbal के format से काफी different है. इसमें सिर्फ एक RC passage आता है, considerably moderate, not very difficult. Apart from that, there are all the questions based on grammar. So grammar revision is a must. And uske alawa, fill in the blanks based questions are more. There are, so last year there were 20 questions in verbal, out of which most of the questions were fill in the blanks based question. So I would recommend students to revise grammar, practice some of the jumbled paragraphs, because jumbled paragraphs were also very easy to moderate. So that was a plus. If you have time, please do prepare for vocabulary so that you can, you know, find the odd one out, and that way you can solve synonyms and antonyms. And yeah, there was 1 or 2 questions based on idioms and error finding as well.
Like अगर आपने कैट का वर्बल बिना ग्रामर के किया भी है, लेकिन आपको माई कैट के लिए ग्रामर करना होगा इन वोकैबुलरी एंड फिल इन द ब्लैंक्स. Okay, so next part is QA section. तो QA में तो like अगर हम CAT से compare करें तो I think काफी easy होता है MyCat का quant section. तो नीत मैं आपसे पूछती हूँ, अगर मैं CAT में जो quant आता है उसमें अगर मैं 1 point देती हूँ difficulty level wise, तो MyCat के एग्जाम में आप QA को कितना देंगे difficulty?
MyCat के हिसाब से I would give it 0.6.
0.6. Okay, so you can see the difference. Means if you really prepare for the CAT, तो definitely MyCat का quant तो आप quant verbal even though आराम से crack कर सकते हो. Yes, and what was the topics in the arithmetic section and maths and geometry and algebra?
Yes. So एक चीज है कि there were 20 questions in QA this year, out of which arithmetic and modern maths had the highest weightage. Arithmetic had 7 questions, modern maths had 5 questions. So considerably, if you are doing very good with arithmetic and modern maths only, still you will be solving 10 to 11 questions out of. And apart from that, there was not a lot of weightage given to algebra. There was only one question for algebra. DI is also something which is very much doable in a MyCAT exam. It is not a CAT level data interpretation. It is more like the basic concepts of data interpretation which comes into the exam. So there were 5 questions on DI, so students can also, score there. Yes. And geometry had a little bit of weightage there as well.
Okay, less weightage means like height and distance and mensuration, not like typically circle questions, typically triangles questions. Okay, and next part is GK because it's a crucial part GK because GK आपका mostly कुछ exams को छोड़ के बाकी किसी में आता नहीं है इतना ज्यादा. तो yes, निहित GK में start pack GK and current affairs. So how many questions are from the start pack GK and CA?
So it depends. Last year in MyCat 1 of 2020, there were in total. So if I talk about 2020, there were only still 20 questions, so out of which around 50 to 60% questions were based on static GK, and rest of the questions were current affairs. But in standard format in 2019 as well, there were around 18 questions out of 25 which were in static GK, and only 7 questions were from current affairs in 2019. So I would say that there a lot of static GK goes into place. So I would recommend students to read as much as they can from 2-3 months back and not prepare only 1 week before, because this is GK is one part which I felt was most moderate to difficult level out of all the 4 sections of aptitude. So don't take GK lightly. Please take it sincerely. And GK में भी काफी सारी चीजें हैं. There were questions based on brands and their logos. There were questions on international topics, business related GK, law, policy, governance. All those questions are based on that. There are some questions based on national issues as well. And strangely, there were geography based questions as well last year. So I would say that if you are preparing for IIFT, why not to prepare a month before and also prepare really well for GK for MyCat so that your overall score does not suffer.
Okay, so Neet, would you like to prefer any book for the GK or any? Yes, please.
So I would say, see, I personally haven't read any particular book for GK, but have I prepared for it? Is that I started reading current affairs and various GK related topics or what was about national or international issue from the month of April. So that I had considerably 6-7 months of reading from national and international news, media, and various publications, so that whenever I was appearing for the exam 1 week before, I don't have to rush to just find out कि क्या current affairs में हो रहा है. So it is better to always have a reading habit. Anyways, because you are going to appear for CAT and ZAT, you will have to develop a reading habit, especially for RC. So I would recommend that use that habit into developing a very good general awareness. And so that if you are scoring 7.5 to 10 marks in this section, your overall score will be elevated. So that's better.
Okay, so that was the structure of the MyCA exam, right? So निहित हम लोग नेक्स्ट उसमें थोड़ा डिस्कशन रहेगा कि अपना जो MyCAT के लिए जो एप्लीकेशन फॉर्म होता है, लाइक हमारा SOP होता है, एंड व्हाट वाज योर एक्सपीरियंस इन द इंटरव्यू, राइट? सो आई थिंक स्टूडेंट्स के लिए काफी हेल्प हो गया है बिकॉज MyCAT का एग्जाम थोड़ा डिफरेंट होता था, तो इसलिए ओके, थैंक यू सो मच फॉर द सेशन एंड फॉर योर टाइम. Thank you, Nihit.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for inviting me, and happy to be of help. Thank you so much.
Thank you.